I thank you guys for coming into this video. I have a how-to series over here with how to go against the grain. I realize no matter what, guys, that you are somebody who in life has many enemies. I'll need to explain why you have many enemies in life. I need you to realize that the more successful you become in life, I promise you the more people will hate you. I promise you that the more you leave people, I promise you they will never ever speak with you again. I promise you they'll reject you. I promise you they'll grab the woman from you. I promise you they'll never care about you. I promise you they'll never give you some money. I promise you those people will never do anything for you. I need you to realize that it's you against the world over here. I feel like I am against the world except for I. I am against everybody else except for I. I never fucking care about them anymore. I realize they have the woman. I realize they have everything. I never fucking care about them. I have more than them. I realize they fucking talk so much about my back. I realize no matter what, I never talk a fucking thing about theirs. I realize no matter what, I just go my way. I realize no matter what, I realize when I see them in my imagination, I never fucking care about them. I say, I never like you. I never fucking go where you are in life. I never fucking care about your little fucking baby. I never care about your fucking son. I never fucking care about your daughter. I don't fucking care about your 1-year-old. I realize no matter what, that when you're one, I promise that you're only 1 year young. I promise you that you never use the term old. I need you to realize that you never use the term old. I never need you to use old abbreviations. I need you to grow. I need you to realize that the crowd is never with you. I need you to realize that no matter what, that you never go against God. I never need you to be against God. I need you to be against everything of this world. I need you to go against everything. I need you to go against me. I need you to challenge me. I need you to fucking go against me in life. I need you to go against everything I say. I need you to really trust in God's nature. I promise you that I'm just here doing something for God. I realize no matter what, I'll help here to lift you as much as I can because I do it for God. I realize that you never trust anybody except for yourself. I realize no matter what, that you trust yourself the most in life. I promise you that you trust God even more. I'm a person who has lived life. I promise that many people around me are just fucking negative around me. I just can never fucking be around them. I realize I have to do a video. I do something to go against the grain. I realize that I do this for free. I realize that I have to speak out. I have to learn something about my nature. I have to put my face on video and I have to do something according to my indulgence and my passion. I realize that many people have been backstabbing me and talking negative about me and how I live my life. I need you to realize that they are jealous. I need you to realize that you never do that in life. I need you to realize that you go your own way. I realize that no matter what, you need to be the Tupac of life who never gets shot, who is always against the world except for yourself. I never need you to be against yourself. I need you to be for yourself and God. I need you to be with God more. I need you to realize that everybody else falls distant with you. I realize that no matter what, I never care about the world around me. I never care about the possessions of this world. I just care to do God's work now. I realize that I've been learning something along the way. I realized that I was a person who really suffered in the terms of sex drive. I really suffered. I had no sex drive. I really was low on motivation. I had no self-esteem. I had no confidence. I did have some levels of that. I just realized no matter what, I had some levels of confidence and self-esteem and sex drive and motivation. I realized it's nowhere close to the person I am today. I promise you that I do have results. I promise you that people of the past never fucking care about them. I promise you that I never fucking care about them either. I promise you now that many people in your life will see you succeed more than them. I promise you they will start hating you I promise you they will hate you just because you have gained more than them. I realize no matter what, I never need those people in your life. I never need you to be around them. I never need you to be around me. I need you to go your own way. I need you to realize that life coaching on the go is the best way to do it. I need you to realize that you need to be a life coach in any aspect of life. I never care what you are. I need you to really coach yourself how to do everything. I need you to realize that you need some skills behind how to do music. I realize that you need to do anything that you're doing. I realize that no matter what, you may be a person that loves sports. You need to coach yourself how to be better than Cristiano Ronaldo in soccer. You need to coach yourself how to be better than Darren Lockyer in NRL rugby. You need to coach yourself how to be better than everybody else. I promise you that nobody else will coach you. I am privileged that I have skills to coach myself now. I never fucking need to coach anybody else. I coach myself every fucking time I do this video. I just do it for God. I do it for God. I do it to coach myself to fucking live life better. I realize I do it for God. I do it for something above me more. I realize no matter what, that this life is fucking shit. I'd rather fucking grow from it. I'd rather, no matter what, go to heaven anyway. I realize I'm not going to kill myself. I realize that this world here is a bunch of bullshit. I'm not a bunch of bullshit. I realize that no matter what, I have to move from the tide. I have to realize that this world, I have to grow in. I have to keep growing. I have to keep growing around my stupidity. I realize that no matter what, I realize that many people are against me. I'm fucking against them too. I never care who they are. I'm against the fucking baby. I'm against the fucking baby I'm against the baby that was just born. I promise you that the fucking father and the mother will talk something behind my back to the baby. I promise the fucking baby will follow the mother and father. I promise you. I never fucking care about that baby. I never care. I call it fucking ugly too. I promise you. I call everything in this world fucking ugly except for me. I promise you, I have that fucking mentality. I never care. I will fucking lift people. I will lift people. I promise you that no matter what, that many people judge me for something I said. I never fucking need you to judge me. I need you to really grow with me. I need you to grow with me. I need you to realize that I'm giving you knowledge. I need you to realize that many people in my life would come and see what I do and would take a lot of knowledge from me and would fucking kick me down. I promise you I never let them kick me down. I promise you they tried to kick me down. I give them all this wisdom. I give them gifts. I give them presents. I see them kicking me down in terms of they're trying to kick me down and they're talking back in terms of they're talking bad behind my back. I never need to talk behind people's backs to show how much of a man I am. I realize that you need to realize what gossip is. I realize that gossip is something that you poison yourself with. I realize that when you talk trash about somebody else, I promise you that you just talk trash about yourself. I never care what that other person has done to you. I never need you to complain and whine and bitch and sissy around that person. I need you to realize that the world will fucking kick you down. I realize the fucking world will never kick me down anymore. I never care who's fucking positive on me. I never care who's fucking done something for me. I'm fucking against them now. I never care how much they fucking taught me. I'm against them. I'm promising you now, I never care about them. I only care about God now. I promise you now that you need to also have the same mentality. You need to be able to realize that those people around you are never your friends. I need you to realize that you yourself must be for God more than you are for yourself. I never care about these fucking possessions. I never fucking care about anything I have except for God. I only care for God. I need you to realize I'm grateful. I'm always grateful. I'm always just never in terms of this world. I never fucking care about this world. I care about something more than this world. I do what I do for something more. I grow for something more. I grow to blossom. I grow to really just show myself and the positive person I am. I realize no matter what, that many people get me in the wrong way. I realize they fucking hate me for my success. I never fucking care about them anymore. I realize I fucking go on social media to find a woman to have sex with. I realize they all fucking hate me. I fucking start to realize I no longer hate anybody. I fucking am against them now. I'm against people who just reject me. I'm against everybody now, no matter what. I'm against those people who even give me an opportunity. I promise you. I don't fucking care about them. I give myself everything. I promise you. I realize that the world's like that. I don't know why. I realize that the world's just like that. I realize there's fucking good and evil in this world. I realize I'm just working for good. I talk nothing about evil. I'm not evil. I realize that no matter what, many people in your life are going to disappoint you. I will fucking never disappoint you. I will always fucking give you knowledge based on what I can do. I realize no matter what, that I'll never be in your fucking life. I'll just be in your life around this Mega Drive that I have. I promise that's the closest you ever get to me. I also need you to realize that I coach you from anywhere in the world. I have a successful business. I have a fucking $1 trillion business here. I never fucking care about a net worth symbolization on fucking Google that says I have this much money. I don't fucking care about that. I fucking more than all of them. I fucking more than Google. I fucking more than Steve Jobs. I fucking more than all of them in life. I fucking more than Nikola Tesla. I fucking more than Einstein. I fucking more than everyone. I promise you. I always have more. I believe in more. I also have Christ Jesus on my side. I realize no matter what, I'm always above and beyond about what I say. I'm always lifting myself in my imagination and who I am. I don't fucking care about anyone. I don't even care about anyone else. I only care about myself. I only care about I need you to realize that when you go against the grain, it means that you never go towards where people are going. I need you to go away from people. I need you to realize that you need to repel people from your life. I realize that you need to start rejecting people more. I promise you that you need to reject people. I realize that when people come to you to have an opportunity with you, I promise you just say no. I promise you that you say no to them. I need you to go your way now. I need you to be against the people of this world. I never care about them because they're going to cheat on you. I promise you they're going to lie to you. I promise you they're going to cheat you out. I promise you they're going to make you jealous. I promise you they're going to do everything to fucking kick you down. I never need that from you. I never need you kicking yourself down. I need you to remain more than you are. I need you to start growing. I need you to realize that the fucking world is spinning around and you need to fucking be ahead of it. I realize this world is fucking nothing without growth. I realize this world does need leaders. I realize that this world needs more of those people who can lift. I am one of those who will lift. I'm one of those who does the work for free. I fucking do it behind the scenes. I get fucking taunted as some fucking idiot who does nothing. I realize I never fucking show my messages across the world because I can fucking get killed by it. I just go and do my life. I realize no matter what, I'm always aware of my surroundings. I'm always aware of what I'm doing. I'm always against the people I see. I never fucking like anybody except for myself. I only like I in my life. I'm against my family. I'm against my sister. I'm against I'm against everybody. I'm never disabled in life. I'm always growing. I'm always realizing much more than I am. I'm always doing something incredible. I'm always lifting myself. I'm always showing more integrity. I'm always showing more of my I nature. I need you also to do something that's going to help someone to succeed. I realize that there are many opportunities for you to do it for free. I need you to do it for free. I need you to realize that you never be bothered by anybody else. I realize when somebody comes in your room, I need you to say, I need you to go away, please. I'm doing a video over here. I need you to realize that you're important. I need you to realize that you use your eye. I see this. I see what you're saying. I see that you're direct with me. I see that you're looking me in the eyes in this manner. I realize I can read you. I can see what you're doing. I realize many people will backlash at you. I realize that many people will attack you. I realize that many people will get you the wrong way. I realize that many people will get you the right way. I realize that many people have no fucking clue about the world they live in. I realize that many people are fucking still living in the caveman and cavewoman days. I realize they're fucking monkeys running around fucking doing nothing. I need you to realize that you never be one of those people. I need you to be somebody who's fucking smarter than that. I need you to be the next Nikola Tesla. I need you to be the next Nikola Tesla in your version. I need you to fucking go and innovate something. I need you to do what Steve Jobs did in a fucking new version. I need you to be Elon Musk in your version. I need you to fucking go and travel SpaceX fucking somewhere around the world. I need you to fucking go and do something. I need you to also teach. I need you to go and coach someone. I need you to go and coach yourself the most. I need you to fucking study up nutrition. I need you to realize that you need more knowledge. I need you to go against everybody in life. I never care which woman you have sex with. I need you to go against them. At the moment you have sex with them, I need you to fucking go against them. I need you to be against them while you're fucking having sex with them. I never need you to trust those women. I never need you to trust your wife. I never need you to trust anybody in life. I need you to trust God only. I promise you, only trust God. I promise you, it means that you trust God only and that you do what God needs. I promise you that will be more than enough for you to grow. I promise everything else is fucking bullshit. I grow for God. I grow and I do everything for God now. I am fucking against everything in life now. Except for God. I'm never against God. I will say something. I will say that I am also for myself. I'm also for I. I'm I against the world. I realize that inside my I have everything. Inside my nature of who I am, I have my I. I realize that I'll never go against my I. I trust myself. I trust myself to lift and grow now. I trust myself to never disappoint myself. I fucking never disappointed myself until now. I still never disappoint myself. I never disappoint myself ever. Why, you ask? I'll show you why you ask. I ask as no matter what, I need to ask questions so I can grow. I need you to ask really, what is the foundation of growth? I need you to realize that the foundation of growth is really going inside and it's really showing yourself that you can make it better for yourself. I need you to realize that I always repeat my messages so that I can really learn from them. I need you to realize that repetition is always key to a successful life. I realize that many people will look at you seriously when you are serious about it. I realize that many people will fool around with you when you're a person who is a joke. I need you to be a person who actually grows. I need you to realize that many people will be against you. I realize the whole world is against you. I realize everybody is against you. I realize the rich are against the poor. I promise you. I promise you that the rich are against the rich. I promise you that they're all trying to take each other's money. I never fucking care about money. I fucking care to grow. I fucking care for freedom. I realize that fucking people will never even fucking give me sex. I promise you, I fucking go to a woman to have sex with her, I fucking see her running. I'm fucking much more sexier than her in every fucking manner. I promise you, even fat ones too. I promise you they fucking step up. I promise you they start shaking their booty. I promise you they fucking believe they're much more worthy than my face. I realize no matter what, I never fucking go for those people. I am saying that I'm against the world now. I never fucking care about that fat woman. I never fucking need to help her lose weight. I lost weight. I never care about anybody. I care in this mega drive though. I'll do it here. I never fucking need to waste my time helping other people who fucking hate me. I'm not against I. I'm a person growing. I'm always a person lifting myself. I realize that those people who lift themselves will always have something more. I'll just never lift people in this lifetime. I'll only lift myself. I'll only give this content when I believe it's best for me to do. I realized I was exposing myself on Instagram. I have a social media, Instagram. I placed my link there. I promise that fucking nobody is even giving me attention. I started doing these journals every single day. I hoped that many people would follow me. I realized that fucking went down the drain. I realized it never fucking went down the drain. I fucking learned something along those lines. I realized that fucking the world never cares about me. I post fucking many photos of myself, really excellent photos of my photo shoots to really inspire someone. I realize I get a fucking like from a beautiful woman. I realize she never follows me. I never fucking care about you anymore. I never care about your like. I fucking like myself already. I understand. I'm already against them. I now have to fucking do something always to make sure that I am doing better. I'm always doing something better. I never care who's listening. I'm always doing something to grow. It's about growth. What can you do today to grow? It's really, let's really go against the tide. Let's fucking go against the 9 to 5. Let's go against what people are doing. I know I fucking need to do what my family is doing. I know I fucking need to do anything else what anybody's doing. I'm only doing what I do. I'm only doing what I love to do. I'm never going against what I love in life. I'm only against them. I'm only against something that they need me to be. I never need to do anything in this world other than free work. I never care about money. I never care about money. I care about freedom. I care about really growing. I never go against freedom. I never go against God. I promise you that many people are against God and against me. I promise you that those who go against me are also against God. I promise you. I never trust them. I never trust thieves in my life. I never trust people who take something only from me. I need somebody in my life who's fucking just growing with me. I realize that. I realize that there's a fucking shortage on this planet of people growing. I promise you. I will say so. I will say there's a fucking shortage in this planet always of people growing. I realize there's more than enough people fucking dying. I realize there's only a fucking small amount who are growing, really. I realize that small amount who are growing are lifting the world. I need you to be a lifter in this world. I need you to be someone who's really lifting, who's really doing something and who's speaking their mind and really putting it out there that you can do more. I'm not wasting time here. I'm really figuring out how to communicate much better here. I'm really using my words to really show you the emphasis of what I say. I practice my communication skills always. I realize I'm the sexiest person in the world now. I never care about what they say. I'm against all of them. I'm against that fucking six-pack that person has. I'm fucking a better person than that person. I'm a person who's going to get fucking better everything than that person. I'm always a person who has better than everybody. I promise you, I'm never against God. I'm against what I see in life. I never fucking care that the guy has fucking bigger muscles than me. I fucking get better muscles than the person. I never care about who they're with. I never care how they get their money. I never care about how much sex they have. I never care about who's celebrity today. I never care about who's in the trends today. I never care about what's on today. I never care about who they're going with today. I never care about who she's with today. I never care about what they're saying about me. I never care about why they never talk to me. I never care about why they're against me. I never care about why they believe such things of me. I never care about why they're going their ways. I never care about why they're looking at me. I never care about why they're smiling at me. I never care why they're negative and positive about me. I never care that they need to see me. I never care that I have to go to them. I never care that I have to do something for them. I never care that they are astonished about my looks and who I am. I never care about how much sex they have and who they're going with. I never care about anything about they're doing. I never care about anything that they're doing. I never care about who's listening. I never care about anything except for I. I only care about I. I only care about I. I never care about who they are in their life. I never care about what they've done with me in their life. I never care about their memories with me. I never care about who they are and how they grew up. I never care about what kind of job they do and who are they doing it with. I never care about what spots they go around in Sydney. I never care about where they're traveling in life. I never care about their goals, and I never care about their aspirations in life. I never care about who they follow. I never care about what they are saying behind someone else's back. I never care about the gossip they are. I never care about their mentality of myself. I never care about anything that they can do for me. I never care about what they're giving in my life. I realize no matter what, I only care for I though. I care about free. I care about having something for free. I never care about who's getting married in the area. I never care about who is making a nightclub around the area. I never care about who is about to do something with someone because of someone else. I never care about why that person chose to go with the other person. I never care about who they're hanging around with and where are they doing it with. I never care about why they are doing such things. I never care about their why. I never care about their totality of who they are. I never care about how they grew up. I never care about their family. I never care about their brother and sisters and their cousins-in-laws. I never care about why they look at me in a certain way. I never care about how she laughed that way. I never care about how much sex they have. I never care about anything they do. I never care about what car they drive. I never care about any of my memories with them. I only care about I. I care about my memories with I. I never care about their memories with me. I forgot about them. I forgot about their memories. I fucking never care about them. I only care about I and how I lived. I forget all their memories. I don't fucking care about them. I fucking go against the tide now. I realize that they are I realize they're fucking fake shit. I realize I have to watch out. My mouth sometimes says without the I. I realize no matter what I just stuffed up, I realize I apologize. I realize no matter what, I'm always putting my I in place. As long as I have my I can always have an idea. I realize I always say my I. I'm always growing when I speak my I. I need you to realize that those are some of the ways that you need to identify that you never care about other people. I never need you to ask questions about other people. I never need you to care about them. I promise you that they will never do the same for you. I promise you they will never ask questions about you. I need you to realize that I promise they never care about you. I forgot about them. I don't care about why she's smiling and how positive she was with me. I never care about how positive they are with me. I never care about how much they took care of me in life. I never care about that. I care about what I was doing around them. I only care about that. I don't care about who I was with in life. I only care about I now. I need you to realize that that's the type of attitude that you need in life to grow. I promise you that you need to just care about I. All you need in life, I realize all you need in life is you. I need you to realize that you speak your I in action. I need you to realize that you always do much better than you are. I need you to release the tension of the past. I never care about the past. I never care about those memories I had with those people. I never need to remember those memories of those people anymore. I never need to go where they go. I never need to go where they do. I never know anything in life. I never need you to know everything. I need you to know nothing. I need you to keep growing more. I need you to realize that I only know nothing. I'm always a person growing. I'm always a person lifting. I'm always a person going against the tide. I also go against the tide through making sure that I never go around people who dislike me. I promise I never go around people who reject me. I promise I never go around people who dislike me. I never go around people who fucking smoke cigarettes. I never go around my biological dad who smokes cigarettes. I never fucking care. I fucking say something quickly, I fucking have to shut the door. I never fucking care about the person. I realize the person never fucking cares about me. I realize the person's fucking putting I realize the person is putting toxic everywhere in life. I never need to argue with people anymore. I fucking run away from arguing. I fucking never love arguing. I never need to ask to... I always ask questions. I always ask. I need you to ask questions. I never need you to argue. I never need you to cause violence. I realize no matter what, I also am a person who really, really does much better in life. I'm a person who did have a 3-on-1 occasion in my life. I realize I've been attacked by people. I realize I get attacked for never drinking alcohol. I stood away from alcohol. I got attacked. I realize it's so stupid, guys. I realize there are many maniacs out there. I never need them. I realize I only grow. I only go against the tide in ways that I never let other people see my fucking steps. I never fucking let them see anymore. I only have to see my life. I never fucking let them know anything about me anymore. I fucking hide everything from them now. I will fucking expose it at the best time of my life prior to my death. I used to expose myself and my journal every fucking day on Instagram. I realized nobody's fucking watching. I realized there was maybe a couple of people and a few people who did notice something. I realized no matter what, I realized most of the world never cares. I care. I fucking care. I fucking care about I'll fucking continue doing my work. I just will never fucking do it in front of their faces. I promise you that is the road to true freedom. I promise you the road to true freedom is make as many mistakes behind the scenes so that nobody else will fucking see you, and then fucking post a link and there you fucking go. I realize you're a fucking megastar. I realize you're already a megastar overnight. I realize you have fucking 50,000 courses already. I realize they were saying about you that you did nothing. I realize those people would go, I understand they fucking never believe it. I never fucking care about them. I never care about those people who never believe it. I never care about those people who made any fucking faces in my life. I realize the only way that you're really going to grow is you need to grow behind the scenes, and you need to go privatize your life and also expose it in your life. You need to expose your life fully. You need to say out your story. You need to give out your story. I realize no matter what, I do that. I've given my story. I'm always explaining more about my story in every scenario and every video. I promise my story is going on for the entire... I promise my story is going on for the entire life of my lifespan. I realize my story is always in the process. I realize that I'll explain more and more about my life as I remember it. I realize the more I talk about my story, the more I remember it. I make mistakes. I just use my eye more in place this time. I realized that before I was really never using my eye in place. I was writing without my eye. I was doing stuff without my eye, although I was improving. I need you to realize the I word. I realize the I word is the best word in the dictionary. I need you to search up the word I. I love you. I need you to realize that that's the best word that you need to increase all the time in your life. I need you to always use it more and more in your videos. I need you to use it more and more in your life. I promise you'll love yourself more. I need you to realize that the you, I need you to go Y-O-U. I need you to also realize that that's another important word in the dictionary that's also meaning I. You need to realize that you need to grow. I need to realize that I need to grow. I realize it's the same thing. I need you to use both of those words as much as you can in your dictionary and in your vocabulary so that you can grow more and lead other people. I also need you to ask questions with the you and I. I would like to ask for you to do this. I need you to do this for me. I realize no matter what, you need to ask a question. You need to ask, what can you do for me? What can I do for you? You have to realize that the I and you will always have to be in the question. I need you to do that. I need you to ask the question. I need you to put the you in action. I need you to put the I in action. I'm always using the I in this video. I'm talking about I in this video. I do this. I do that. I need you to realize how my life is. I need you to realize that I go against the grain. I go against what people say. I fucking never care about them anymore. I realize I get treated like shit. I love myself the most. I realize I get treated like shit. I realize I have to go and coach myself. I have to fucking make a family. I have to make a family without the crowd. I have to make a family on my own. I'm on my own. I mean, on my own. I fucking have nobody else except for I. I have to fucking travel Australia on my own. I have to go create a family on my own while traveling. I have to go find a woman who is around fucking Australia and the world who will fucking take me on for being on my own. I realize they all fucking run away with the crowd. I never fucking need those women. I'll just go Jesus' path then. I realize Jesus had no kids. I realize Jesus was never married to a woman. I'll go Jesus' path then. I fuck you, woman. I don't care about you. I realize many women are stupid. I never care about them. I go against them. When I speak to a woman, I'm already against her when I see her. I fucking challenge everything about her. I fucking don't know why you wear those shoes. I don't fucking know where that dress came from. I never care about her. I care about growing with her. I care about growing. I trust growth. I trust growing with people. I realize that those people who fucking never grow, I'm fucking never around them. I promise you. I am only around people who grow. I only have mentors who grow me. I only have mentors who fucking do free work. I have a fucking biological father who never fucking grows me. I realize that he gives me money. I realize he gives me also free accommodation here. I'm only here because of that. I realize in a communication sense, I realize the guy fucking knows nothing. I realize the guy can update me in terms of the world trends. I realize to grow my skills, I promise you'll never be able to. I'm around people who can grow my skills, baby. I need more skills. I'm only around those people. I'm only around people who grow and lift. I realize Jesus needs you to be around people who grow. I look at Jesus and Jesus' life. I always mention something from the Bible. I always learn something more about the Bible. I realize to just remember from the top of my head about the Bible. I remember also the movies. I remember the movie about the Passion of Christ. I realized the movie about the Passion of Christ. I realized Christ was getting. I realized he was getting slit from behind. I realized the guy was whipping him. I realized Jesus was full of blood in his back. I realized people were saying, "I need you to kill him. I need you to kill him." I realized no matter what, back in those times, that Jesus did nothing wrong. I realized Jesus was just loving himself. I realized Jesus was just growing as a person. I realized people were just jealous. I realized that's the most saddest story in history. I promise you. I promise you that Jesus' story is much more strong than... I realize that Jesus' story is much more powerful than mine. I promise you. I promise you that guy raised himself from a child to 33 years young. I promise you that person always grew. I fucking was dying from the age of 15 to 25. I was dying. I was going nowhere. I had no life. I had nothing to do. All of a sudden, I started to change. I started to change one step at a time. I promise you, I did it all one step at a time. I was with a crowd I thought loved me. I fucking woke up. I was like, wow. I realized they're fucking going to Serbia. I realized they're going all over the world. I realized they're never talking to me anymore. I realize they're never calling me anymore. I realize they're dogging me. I realize they're rejecting me. I realize they're talking bad about me. I realize they're kicking me down. I realize they're treating me like a fucking sheep. I never care about non-human animals either. I never eat them though. I never fucking care about them. I just fucking said today I'll never fucking pick up a bone for a dog anymore. I went to pick up a fucking bone. I realized I'll pick it up for I this time. I fucking picked it up. I threw it at the dog over there. I realized the dog just came my way. I never care. I realized that non-human animal dogs. I realized no matter what, I will never eat them. I will never eat non-human animals. I was forced by people to eat meat. I was forced by my parents to eat meat. I realized they eat meat. I never chose to eat meat. I never chose that. I realized they just fucking put in my face. I realized what kind of parents I had. I used to realize that you need to make a difference. I only eat legumes. I only eat soy products. I only eat beans. I fucking eat nothing else. I fucking eat nothing else. I eat nuts, seeds, and peanuts. I fucking never care about anything else. I love water. I love water. I need you to realize that I love water so I can live. I never need you to love water. I need you to say, I love water. I realize when you just love water without the I realize you'll go drown in water. I realize then you'll drown. I realize you'll go and drown in water. I realize that you'll live a life where you drowned. I realize your death will be that you drowned. I realize that those people who drown really love water. I realize that those people who get shot and killed, I realize they had no I in place. I realize no matter what that you will always attract your own death. I realize no matter what, I now never attract any death in my planet. I realize no matter what, I minimize my risk of going around the world, such as Tony Robbins does. I never have to fucking be around evil people watching me every fucking day and what I post on YouTube. I realize they'll fucking follow me everywhere. I always have to fucking watch my back. I don't fucking need that. I have to fucking shut up. I have to fucking be the Sahara Desert guy on the fucking camel from the Mummy movie. I have to fucking put that fucking apron on my head. I have to fucking ride with a fucking sword, and I have to fucking be in the night in the moon that way. I have to be that fucking ninja person going around life who's doing all these life coaching skills without the fucking Rothschilds and people who are evil fucking looking at me and what I do. I realize when I pass away, I realize I'll fucking put this content up for grabs. I need you all to fucking lift your business. I realize the power of Danny Milivojevic. I am Serbian, I am Croatian. I can speak in those languages too. I realize no matter what, that you guys can also make something of my videos and content. I realize that you guys can translate everything into your languages. I realize I can lead the world here. I realize when I become famous, I'll be long gone from this world in terms of life coaching. I need you to realize a powerful message I can put here for the next 73 years. I have so much going for me. I'm so much more brilliant because I do free work. I need you to realize that many people never believe in me. I never care about them. I still continue to do work for God. I'm here in my life. I'm only 1 year young. I never care about any other age. I am now only just growing. I'm only growing. I never need you to see that no matter what, I need you to realize something. I need you to realize that I am, in my age, only one. I'm only growing with one. I'm also 28 years young. I can say it. I'm only 1 year young. I promise that I only stick to the one barrier. I realize no matter what, that every single other number in the dictionary, I realize that never matters for me anymore. I realize what matters is more freedom. I realized that money never matters in my life. I realized that many people are going and searching and hustling for money. I never need you to hustle for money. I need you to go and be against the world and what they do. I need you to go and do your own. I need you to go and do your own life. I need you to realize that nobody else is your friend. I realize that your family will never be your friend. I realize your spouse and your wife and your kids will never be your friend. I realize they will never grow you. I realize nobody will ever grow you. I realize that nobody ever will come and give you something. I realize that nobody will give you something. I realize that everything you have is what you gave for yourself. I realize when somebody comes and gives you $20 freely, I promise you that you deserved it. I promise you that you attracted it somehow. I realize that person never even gave you $20. I realize you really gave yourself $20. I realize that if you're a person who has a family today, I realize it's because you attracted it. I have attracted something else that those idiots never did. I never care about them. I'm also not an idiot. I'm a person who's far developed. I'm also developing every single day. I realize I have to fucking go around the world. I have to do all this for free. I realize that's the best way. I realize no matter what, I have to chase women. I have to fucking have sex too. I have to fucking do it for free. I realized that no matter what, I was very upset recently. I realized I had no courage to go for a woman in my life. I said I'm straight. I'm still straight. I realized no matter what, I realized something though. I learned something from that situation. I realized to be against them. I realized to be against the men and women of this world. I wrote this nice, beautiful audiobook here. I said, go against the grain. I said, how to go against the grain. I realized to go against the grain, you need to develop yourself and you need to grow. You need to realize that the only way that you can do ever something of really powerful intent, you need to really improve yourself and you have to forget the crowd. You have to forget them and you have to be against them. I promise you that when you go online and you speak to people, I need you to speak to them in a way that you're growing. I need you to speak in a way that you just hate them. I never need you to hate them. I need you to realize that you just be against them. I realize that the only way that you can be against them is to grow. I need you to grow from what you're doing. I realize no matter what, I have questions in place. I realize that when you live life, I need you to grow from every conversation you have. I need you to grow from everything you're doing. I need you to grow from how much people are rejecting you. I realize that you need to grow from how many women never had sex with you. I realize that you can never be stepped on that way. I realize that some other guy can never be fucking a hot woman while you deserve it more. I need you to go and get her. I need you to go and get her. I need you to realize that you never be for them. I never need you to be for them. I need you to be against them. I need you to go and fucking suss it out. I need you to realize that you go against the grain. I need you to realize that you just go and who cares about the people who are watching? I need you to just go and grab what you need. I need you to go and fucking run amok on social media. I need you to fucking really just dig in. I need you to have fun. I need you to fucking reject her. I need you to fucking go over here. I need you to realize to just fucking get what you need. I need you to go in there and fucking get it. I realize when she never gives, I fucking promise you, and then I promise you another person would. I promise you another woman would. I need you to go fucking hustle for free to get it. I promise you that it may take your time away. I realize that when it's something you need, I promise you it's for free. I promise you that you can go get it. I never need you to fucking backstab yourself. I realize now I really, really am against women and men. I'm never against I realize no matter what, I never go against my own nature. I'm against what they say about me. I'm against their child. I'm against who they are. I'm against I'm against about how they grew up. I'm against everything about them. I realize no matter what, I'm always growing. I never care about their essence. I never care about where they came from. I care about God and where I came from. I realize that's the only more important part of my life. I never care about them anymore. I realize many women will disappoint you. I realize that many people will disappoint you. I need to realize, no matter what, that you never get disappointed. I never need you having sex when no woman will give you sex. I never need you to whine and complain about it. I need you to grow from it. I need you to go and find something else to do. I never need you to go and chase women who fucking never need you in the first place. I need you to go find new women now. I need you to go and find them somewhere. I realize that Instagram has it. I realize that Snapchat has it. I realize that Facebook has it. I need you to go and fucking talk to someone you've never talked to. I need you to go and fucking just develop a conversation and a nice, beautiful growth habit there. I need you to grow. I never need you to retaliate to how people backstab you. I need you to realize that you grow from it. I realize the more they fucking talk shit about you, I realize the more you fucking grow. I promise you that the growth is really the revenge that you need. I need you to go and do something now around your life. I need you to realize that you also grow because many people are never growing. I need you to realize that you need mentors in your life. You need people who can give you the skills, who can develop you far better than anybody else. I can do that for you. I realize that no matter what, in your time, you may have leaders who are also rising to the occasion. I need you to realize that those people who are on social media and really, really inspiring people today, I realize no matter what, those are the people to be around. I realize no matter what, that they are just the people around that you can always be with through video. I do this through video. I give you live coaching lessons through videos. I don't have to be with you in person. I realize that my words are more than enough for you. I realize that my words are more than enough for you. I realize that my words are like I'm with you now. I realize that you can hear me from across the road, anywhere in the world. I realize you can hear me from anywhere in the world. I never have to fucking be in front of your face to coach you. I can coach nations this way. I can do anything this way. I need you to realize that you can also do the same. I realize the only way that you can grow is to really pound it in. I need you to really invest into your work. I need you to really grow. I need you to realize that when people are backstabbing you, I realize when people never give you sex, I realize when you're crying about women, I need you to start growing. I need you to start doing a life coaching video. I need you to start really emphasizing that you're against the world. I need you to be against the world when people are shunning you and kicking you down. I need you to be against those people who reject you. I need you to be against those people who never love you. I need you to be against those people who never grow with you. I never need you around people who fucking never do anything with you. I never need you to care about who has sex with each other. I never need you to care about who is fucking who. I never need you to care about who she's with. I never need you to care about people who never reply in your messages. I need you to fucking move on. I need you to block them right away, please. I don't fucking care about them anymore. I will say it for you. No matter what, I need you to speak up for yourself anyway. I need you to realize that you speak up for yourself. I need you to realize that when people are kicking you down, I never need you to get kicked down. I need you to fucking fight back. I need you to fucking start kicking them down. I realize no matter what, that you never kick them down. I realize that when they're kicking you down, I realize that you lift them up. I never need you kicking them down. I never need you kicking people down. I realize that you need to lift people up. I never need you to look down. I never need you to kick people down. I realize that people who kick down are really looking down. I never need you to look down. I need you to look up. I need them to kick you down. I need you to lift them while they're kicking you down. I promise you that the world is that way. I realize that many people who have position of power with money are evil in terms of they are setting up the rich to live a richer life while the poor are getting poorer, and that's never the way to go. I realize that equality is everything and that poor people are just as important as rich people. I realize that's the kind of system I need in the world. I need a fucking equality system where it fucking brings rich and poor together. I need fucking equal power here in the world. I never fucking need the rich to have power only. I promise you that as soon as the rich give power towards the poor. I realized that as soon as the poor and rich have 50-50% of the power in the world, which makes up the 100% of the totality of the world, I realized that when 100% of the world has 100% of the fucking power, I promise you, that is when the fucking world will be better. I realize no matter what, that you go out there and you create leaders. I need you to really invest knowledge in your heart. I need you to really dig in. I have dug in for 6 years now. I am fucking having the time of my life. I'm having the time of my life as I get to really, really grow from something. I realize I get fucking negative about I get negative about how much sex I've had in my life. I realize that I have fucking money to go and have sex in a brothel. I have fucking money. I just can never fucking be bothered to give them money for it. I'd rather fucking get it for free. I'd rather fucking go and travel Australia with the money. I promise you, I'd rather fucking go give $300 to go to Darwin and Brisbane by flight than to fucking give a woman for 15 minutes fucking her in the pussy. I promise you. I never care. I can last longer than 15 minutes. I can give some more money. I never care. I promise you. I'm also never any smaller than anyone else. I need you to realize that I am a person who owns up to who I am. I realize no matter what, I'm always a person who is growing. I'm not a wiener. I'm not a complainer. I'm not a person who has a small dick. I need you to realize that I suffered in life. I need you to realize that I was fucking fat. I need you to realize that I had 47 kilos heavier than I am today. I was 113. I fucking lost 47 kilos. I dropped it down to 67. I'm 2 years vegan. I promise you many people will never be vegan in this lifetime. I promise you they don't know how. I promise you they never even ask me. I promise you they never even ask me how to lose 47 kilos. I promise you those are two big accomplishments. I promise you now I've maintained it. I've maintained the weight I have for 2 years now. I've also maintained veganism for 2 years. I promise you that's another hustle. I promise you that's a big accomplishment. I promise you I let go of all the drugs. I promise you I'm strong. I realize that many people believe that you have to go for 1 hour and 10 hours in sex in order to be a man. I realize that's bullshit. I promise you that you can go and have fucking sex. I promise you I need you to explode 10 times with a woman. I don't fucking care. I need you to explode fucking 20 times every day with the woman. I never need you to explode once in 20 hours. I never understand that. I realize that's stupid. I need you to fucking have more pleasure while you're having sex. I need you to fucking to explode everywhere on it. I need you to realize, I realize no matter what, I can be funny. I realize no matter what, that you understand how I do life. I realize that some people may go that way. I never care. I realize no matter what, that you realize that you start growing. I never need to be teased around here. I realize that no matter what, I never care. I realize that those people who tease, I realize they are fucking idiots. I realize they're fucking stupid. I fucking tease nobody as a bully. I'm not a bully of life. I realize I've got nothing to be ashamed of. I've also ejaculated within 7 minutes of having sex with a woman. I promise you. I need you to realize that no matter what happens, that you just grow. I need you to grow. I need you to honestly have a good time. I need you to have a good time. I need you to realize that you stop fooling around now. I need you to stop fooling around. I realize that sex is too much entertainment. I realize sex is also never going to grow you. I promise you pleasure will never grow you. I promise you nothing in this world will grow you except for I. I will grow you. I is the only intent. I need you to increase it. I need you to realize to put the you in action. I need you to grow because that's how you go against the grain. I need you to realize that you be against the world. I need you to be Tupac. I am against the world. I need you to be against the world. I never care about who they are. I never care about how you grew up with them. I realized that you guys will go your separate ways. I realized slowly everybody is going to start hating you for no reason. I realized I have to go and do everything for free, and I promise you it's my best path. I promise you that it's my best path. I do it anyway for free. I never have to fucking complain anymore. I never have to fucking whine anymore about the woman in my life. I realized I fucking ruined many relationships in my life except for mine. I never fucking ruined me in the process. I did. I was fucking ruining me. I promise you. I realize they are fucking ruining themselves now. I fucking have nothing to do with that anymore. I'm growing now. I see them asking, how is he growing? How is he doing that? Who does he follow? Who is his mentors? How much money does he have? How does he get his money? How does he dress that way? How does he do that? I never care about you people. I realize that you never ask me those questions. I realize you're asking other people. I realize you fucking lost souls. I realize those idiots are fucking lost. I realize they're fucking lost souls in life. I need you to be the person who asked that question. I need you to go to the person and ask them. I need you to be a person who's manning up. I need you to be a person who's better than yesterday. I realize that the woman is from the man. I realize that a woman is also a man. I promise you. I promise you that the woman came from the man's rib. I promise you that we're all sons in life. I promise you that we're all sons of God. I promise you that we're all children of God. I need you to realize that the woman is a man also. I realize no matter what, that you just keep pushing forward. I need you to push up. I need you to lift. I need you to lift the people around you. I need you to realize that no matter what, that you just stand for something better. I realize that you never have to go around town lifting people. I never fucking go around town lifting people. I just go around town lifting myself. I realize that people are lifted when they look at me. I realize when they ask me questions, I fucking give them the answer for free. I never have to fucking go to them to give them answers. I never have to fucking talk to people online and social media to fucking show them something for free. I realize I don't fucking care about their attention at all. I fucking care to learn and grow every single day. I fucking put myself in a fucking box for 1 month here. I have a fucking box over here. I just fucking think alone over here. I have no fucking woman. I have nobody except for I have no fucking sex. I have growth though. I realize that sex will never grow me. I realize that fucking babes who are fucking beautiful will never grow me either. I promise you, it's a fucking facade. I promise you, it's a big fucking facade that you have to fuck beautiful women. I promise you that you never have to fuck at all. I promise you never have to have sex. I'd rather have fucking no sex than fuck a ugly woman. I promise you, I'd rather have no sex at all. I promise you that I'd rather just grow in life. I see Jesus never had sex. I fucking infest about beautiful women. I fucking never care about them anymore. I never care about how beautiful they are. I see a beautiful woman, I see she need money. I say, fuck off. I say that. I'll give you something better than money in life. I'll give you skills. I'll give you skills like you've never seen before. I'll give you skills to grow you, baby. I'll grow you. I'll grow you. I'll love you like nobody else can. I realize all you need is money. I'll fucking give you something. I'll fucking give you the boots. I'll fucking go somewhere else and find myself a fucking woman who needs to grow in life. I need a fucking grower of a fucking woman. I never fucking need a woman who's holding pina colada who needs a fucking dollar. I hope you understand. I never care how good she looks. I never care about her fucking lips. I never care about how plastic her lips are. I never care about that fucking toy shit. Unless she's fucking fake. I never care about her skin. I never care about her. Unless she's dying. I never need a dying of a woman. I never need a dying of a woman in my life. I need a woman who will look at me and will say, that man's growing, I fucking need to get to know him. I have to fucking follow him. I realize no matter what, that you can go and do the same. I promise you that when you go up to a woman and you say, I love you because you're growing, I realize that she may say, I have a man. I fuck you then. I'll go somewhere else. I realize no matter what, that you be nice. I realize no matter what, that you need to realize that many women are taken. I realize that when women never need you, I promise you never need a woman. I promise you when you're growing and no woman needs to have sex with you and no woman needs to be in your life, I promise you, you never needed a woman in the first place. I promise you that it can happen for me too. I promise you that in this lifetime I can just grow. I promise you that all women will just go separate ways. I promise you they will never even look at me. I promise you that I'll be going up. I promise you I never fucking need them. I never need to bore children in this world either. I never need to. I have my wisdom. I have God's wisdom. I have something to grow from. I'll leave a fucking mark in this world. I don't fucking care. I never care. I promise you I will fucking travel the world though. I will fucking make my life. I will make a better life. I'll make it in the music realm. I'll play A State of Trance, baby. I'll join Armin van Buuren. I'll fucking be on stage with him. I'll fucking go everywhere. I'll make the life. I see these lollipop women. I see they're fucking looking at me because I have money. I understand. I understand they go for my money and fame. I never fucking care about you. I realize what that is. I realize that many women go with the crowd. I realize they're fucking weak. I look at Sandra Bullock. I see that woman is amazing. I love her. I love Sandra Bullock because she's a grower. I see she needs a man who grows. I love women that just grow. I love women that shape themselves into glamours who grow. I need you to be a grower. I need you to be a doer. I realize that there are women out there who have better looking bodies in terms of between other women. I realize no matter what, I never compare myself to a woman. I realize that there are women out there who have fucking amazing bodies. I realize that those women really say, I need more muscle for a guy to be able to be with me. I went to Cairns. I realized this woman saying, I need more muscle, and she's pointing to the guy's muscle. I need more muscle. I realize I say I have more wisdom than this guy over here. I have more wisdom. I'm smarter than your boyfriend. I said it in front of his face. I realize no matter what, I never drink alcohol like you people. I said it in front of her face. I realize she's already stupid. I realize that I hope that you guys never go for bodies. I hope that you never go for how good someone looks in the outside realm. I promise you that it makes a difference that you look good in the outside realm. I honestly do. I just need you to realize that you go for someone who's really smart. I need you to go for smarter people. I realize that the smarter the person is, the better you're going to live life. I realize the person can be fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger and be stupid. I've seen him. I've seen him around. I see him in person. I've seen him fucking do this. I realize he fucking dies at 23. I understand. I realize he's fucking got those muscles though. I understand. I understand the steroids. I understand. I realize I need you to go with the smart man who looks such as Djokovic, who is just fucking traveling the world and loves life. I realize that person has smaller muscles than the person who's on steroids doing this. I promise you Djokovic is loving life. I promise you that he's living already 33 years old. I promise you he's 33 years young. I promise you that there is no late. I promise you that age is just a number. I never need you to even realize your own age. I just need you to realize that your age is number one. I just need you to be number one in life. I never need you to mention any other numbers except for number 1. I realize that in life, you need a person who never really has anything else except for more smarts. I realize that's what's important. I realize I have to go and get some muscles now. I realize that's my challenge. I realize I can do it easily. I can do it easily over the next 73 years. I promise you, I am more than happy to. I have plenty of time to make my music career and my muscles grow. I have plenty of time. I'm a vegan. I fucking eat 200 grams of protein every single day. I promise you, I can do it easily. I can grow my muscles. I can grow 15 kilograms of muscle within 1 year. I can do it. I promise you. I can have my body outlook within 1 year and 6 months. I just have to train really every single day. I really have to put myself into it, and I can. I have my journal. I have really my outlook that I grow. I can do it easily. I will do it for myself. I'll look better and better as time goes on because I work for free. I go against the grain. I realize that many people, such as Grant Cardone and Tony Robbins, price themselves. I watched Tony Robbins today. I realized the guy's in a jet doing a podcast. I realized he's in a jet of his own jet doing a podcast with Lewis Howes. I love it. I love that type of rich lifestyle to get together in a jet doing a podcast because Tony Robbins has to go somewhere. I realize Lewis Howes has to go into his jet to do it. I understand. I realize I'd rather do that than sit in a fucking house and do it. I understand. I realize no matter what that you just are growing, you're always realizing that the world around you is never for you. I realize that who's for you is only God. I realize that God's for you only. I realize everything else that you see in the world is what happens to you. I realize no matter what that you realize that everything that happens for you is God. You need to honestly realize that you just grow in life. You need to be against the grain in terms of never believe what they say, never go where they go, never do what they do, never say how they say, never speak how they speak, never copy them, and never walk like them, and never dress like them, and never do anything that they do. I realize that's the road of the 1%. I need you to realize that you're always improving in life. I need you to find something to do. I need you to realize that you just grow. I need you to grow, and I need you to give out ideas. In every fucking video, I need you to give ideas as much as you can. I just need you to fucking throw your heart out there. I need you to throw yourself in the camera and just fucking give ideas and ideas. I need you to do everything in your power to really grow. I promise you that's how you go against the grain. Or else everything else that comes into your mind, just fucking put into video anyway. Or else that it always comes a time where you have to look at the world and what you need, and you just have to put it into a nice idea and fucking put it into a camera. I realize that you need to put it into content. I realize that you need to record it. I realize that you need to do something to help someone. You realize that when you're helping someone, you're really helping yourself only. I'm not helping anyone else except for I here. I promise you that each and every fucking word that I put together over here is helping only me. Whereas everybody else has to fucking go and do theirs. Otherwise, I can give you some ideas for fucking centuries. I realize that when you're just fucking listening, I realize that you're fucking never doing anything. I need you to go and do it. I realize those who listen will fucking do it. I realize that when you're just hearing what I say, I realize you've never really done anything. I need you to really go and do exactly what I've said. I need you to go and do what I've said because I do what I say. I need you to realize that you only follow what people do. I say that you follow what I say so that you can also help your life because I do it. I'm not a fucking bullshit artist. I'm not a con artist. I realize that a con artist is a bullshit artist. I need you to be a pro in life. I never need you to be a con. I need you to be a person who is Maximus Prime. I need you to be the hero of your own story. I need you to be the James Bond of your story. I need you to be the Wonder Woman of your story. I need you to be the Superman of your story. I need you to be the person who really sees your life in a better way. I promise you that when you see your life in a better way, you always grow. I realize no matter what, that guys, in this video I've taught you something about how to go against the grain. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you go and share it around. I hope that you really share it with your friends. I hope that you share it for God only. I hope that you never share it for me. I hope that you share it for God. I realize that I do God's work. I will also see you in the next video.